Okay, Loretta James, how are you doing? It's been a while. I didn't see your assignment for day two. Today is the what now? Today is the 9. Loretta, how are you doing? I didn't see your assignment for day two. What happened? Have you even gone through the replay? Because I know you did not attend. How are you doing? If you want to speak, you come to StreamYard to speak. But if you're on YouTube, you can't speak, you only type. That's why I sent the 2 links there. Seems like what you're typing is long. This one I've not even seen anything. Okay, you're fine. You've been down. Wow, so sorry. So sorry about that. So how are you feeling now? Hope you're better. Hope you're feeling better. Hello, Chinonso. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening, ma.
Nice work. The
Work is
assignment
fine.
you gave me half assignment. You didn't give me full assignment. I didn't see your vision board. I did not see your goal book.
Good.
You've not done
I've
those
not put
ones
it.
yet,
Yeah, yes.
but you've started, right?
Yes, ma.
But you started.
Hmm?
Okay, awesome, fantastic. Okay, Lorita, thank God for your health. So please endeavor to go through the replay of the day you missed. That's day 2. Carry out your assignments. I gave us a lot of, I think I gave us up to 4 or 5 assignments. I can't remember. One of them is to draw your vision board. I taught us how to draw our vision board. The second one is to write down our financial goal. The third one is to get a goal book. All right. So today we'll be finalizing the first segment of our 90 days challenge in order for us to go into the second segment by next week. Okay. So we are 10 days down the line. And I believe it has been amazing. It has been transformational and it has been impactful. Remember, whatever experience I'm giving us in this boot camp, those of us that will be watching this later on as a course, whatever experience I'm giving you here, it is going to be powerful only when you implement. And implementation doesn't mean you do it today and leave it. No. Winners don't need motivation. Rather, with discipline, we intend to do things even when we don't feel like doing it. Every blessed day, there are days we wake up, we don't feel like doing it. We do it slow, we do it tired, but we make sure we get things done. All right, beautiful. Happy Bats, I can see you. Welcome. Okay, so today we're going to continue from where we stopped. And today I want us to focus on our money blueprint, how to set your money blueprint. Okay, so that's what we're going to be discussing about today. So how do you set your money blueprint? How do you set your financial thermostat in order for your mind in order for you to activate your personal recognition system, in order for your mind to start attracting to you in abundance everything you wish and desire, as long as you work towards it? Because there's this portal, your subconscious mind is like a portal that opens up the infinite intelligence, the infinite universe to your conscious mind, and there the law of attraction takes place. All right, so how do you set your financial thermostat? Are you guys hearing me loud and clear? Is my background noisy or is clear? Please let me know. Am I loud and clear? Chinonso, am I loud?
Yes, ma. You're loud. You're clear.
Is my background noisy?
No, it's okay.
Okay, okay. I know why I'm asking because there's no light and I'm using Gen, so I wanted to be sure. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so like I was saying before, setting Today, we are going to learn how to set our money blueprints, set our financial thermostat, and also our revenue breakpoints. Because all of us listening to me right now live, and those of us that will be watching this later as a course, we all are at different levels of life. You don't look at Mr. A and start comparing yourself. No. You don't look at Mr. B and start doing what Mr. B is doing. No. The first thing you need to do is to understand where you are currently right now. Where am I? We dealt with this in our first day. You understanding where you are will now tell you, will now give you a clear path on where you need to be. What's the next step you need to take to get to where you want to be? Now, I need you to know that it's very important that you are mistaken, and sorry to say this, you are mistaken and you are stupid if you think everybody is going to be like you. And that is why Socrates said, the highest blessing and gift of man is, man, know thyself. You need to understand yourself, know yourself, and please have it at the back of your mind that nobody will be like you. You can be so soft-hearted, you can be so this, so that. Nobody is like you. This world is a wicked world, is an unfair. The life is unfair. Now, back in the day, that was last 2 years, I mean last year, thereabout, when I was still having some downtime in my life. I was like, why is life like this? I'm someone that I'm so soft-minded, I'm so soft-hearted. Many people, when they see me physically, they imagine this authoritative, bold, confident, blah, blah. As in, they just imagine big, big things in their head. But the truth is, I am a young lady. I am just a young lady. Even people exaggerate my age. And it is something that came while I was growing up, because I'm someone that mentally I was matured more than my age mentally. So I behave and think like an adult even while I was still very young. In fact, when you see I am my immediate senior sister, you think I'm older than her because of the way I behave. All right. So I'm an introvert, but I max the personality of an extrovert when I want to get things done. Okay, I have a multi-personality stereotype. I'm multi-personality. I don't know about being multi-talented, because when I was growing up, I had crisis of talent. But yeah, in today's world, I can say yes, I'm multi-talented, but I'd rather use the word multi-personality for me. Okay, I'm very soft-hearted. I don't know how to quarrel or argue, because even if the person I'm quarreling with is the person as fault, guess what? I'll be the one to end up crying. I'll be the one that will feel hurt the most. So I don't know how to argue. I don't know how to quarrel. And that's why I tend to avoid things like that. Now, that's my personality. Okay, I can be very, God gifted me with a special gift of, I have a special gift of high perception, meaning I can read people, as in the level at which the kind of knowledge I have about people, I can read people's intent, either through spoken words, through body language, or through silence. Through silent action. I read people a lot. And this part of me, I don't like making a lot of people aware, because when they tend to be aware of what I can do, is either they become scared or they become jealous. They are either scared because they feel like I'm going to use my ability to hurt them, which I can't even hurt a fly. You guys were here when cockroach was flying. I was scared. I can't even hold chicken. God, what secret is out? I'm scared of holding chicken. Right from when I was small, my grandfather, we will fight and fight. He asked me to enter into the poultry and catch chicken so that we'll kill and eat. No, I can eat chicken for sure, but to hold it, oh my God, I can be very scared. Now, that's my personality. That's the kind of person I am. Now, the physical, bold, pride, confidence, whatever it is you're seeing about Eminence Augusta, was because of the upbringing I had. I had to max a lot of things in order to protect me. All right. Why am I telling you this? When I was in my downtime, when I had a downtime last year, I started asking God why. I've never treated people like this. I have a soft heart. I have a pure heart. I have a good heart towards people. I am a loyalist to the core. If I should make an oath to be loyal to someone as a friend, I can be a loyalist to the core. I'm a loyalist. That's one thing I know for sure. So I'll start asking, why is it that I don't have intent for people? I don't have a negative or a bad intent for people. Why is that the reverse is the case when it comes to me? Why am I telling us this? In business and in life, you need emotional intelligence. You need to be emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence help you to overlook a lot of shortcomings of people, because the truth is you can't blame them. They are only acting because of where their mind is, their mental conditioning. All right, so you can be a good person, you can be this, you can be that, but don't expect everybody to be like you, because the thing is, the things that creates wealth often doesn't gather crowd. Meaning, the road traveled the road to success is journeyed by few, it's traveled by few. So know that at this point, for you to be in this boot camp at this appointed time, you are among the selected few that have started your journey on the road to what? To wealth. Now, some of you ask, if that's the case, why am I having some challenges? The truth is because you are powerful. It's because wealth, success has been ordained, has been signed to your name. And the devil will come to tempt. Not just the devil, life will throw you tests for you to prove yourself in order to prepare you for what is to come, to prepare you for that which you've been asking. Because every great thing you ask from life comes with great responsibility, and you must prove to life that you are worthy to take care of the abundance and the blessing that is coming your way. Yeah, bad things happen to good people. I've experienced that. But know that what is the challenge you're facing right now is intentional. God allowed it because He is forming you to your next version. Everybody say my next version. He's preparing you for your next level. It took me quite a great deal of time to realize this. When I realized that what I'm passing through, I am growing through. Let me repeat, whatever you are passing through, God is using it to prepare you and grow you through. So you are growing into your next phase. You're growing into your next level. Guess what? If I didn't experience and overcome everything I experienced and overcame, I won't be here today. I won't be here talking to you. I won't be here showing you the way. So know that whatever you are going through or passing through, you are growing through. Now, the things happening to you, change your mindset. It is not happening to you, it is happening for you. In the Bible, it says, how is it being said? Everything happens for your good. So, meaning when things happen, challenges, negative things, it is not happening to you, it is happening for you. So, change your vocabulary. Things happen for me and not to me. Because when you have the mindset that things are happening for you, you know that God is using those situations to prepare you for your next level and to get you to your next level. So, you are growing through. All right. So don't act like a victim, because when you act like a victim, you've given devil the permission to play football on your mind. And guess what? You start attracting all the negativity. So know that whatever you are going through, if you were not capable of overcoming, God will not send it your way. So for you to go through it, you are capable of overcoming. If you go through our day one section, I taught on how you can communicate and commune with God. All right. So know that it's a process, it's a journey you are growing through, because guess what? Another challenge, on every level you get yourself, there's always a new devil for you to face, and you need to overcome to get to the next level. Okay, so here is my secret, my blueprint to making money and creating wealth. That is it. The reason, how do I put this now? The reason why some of you are broke right now, or some of you are in debt, you are owing people, is because number one, you did not manage your money well. Even if you were so diligent that you were not extravagant, just accept you did not manage your money well. There are 4 M's when it comes to money you need to pay attention to. Number one, you need to mind money. Minding money means M-I-N-D, mind money. Minding money means you need to be conscious. You need to be money conscious. The second M is what? Make money. Obviously, many of you on this call, you are making money. I too, I know how to make money. And guess what? Yes, last year, I encountered a challenge. I mean, last 2 years through last year, I encountered a challenge and I got to ground zero. Why? Because there are some information and knowledge that I did not have. Number three, you must learn how to manage money. So these 4 M's, one of the M is the reason one of the M is the reason why you are broke or you are in debt. All right. I will explain. Don't worry. No matter your circumstances, I'll explain. So the third M is managing money. And the fourth M is multiplying money. All right. So you need to do your maths. Write it down. Who are you owing? How much are you owing them? What are the financial needs that you need right now? Write them down. Now, when you're writing them down, when you're done writing them down, I need you to rephrase them in a way that you are saying, I am debt free. I paid off so person. I paid off so thing. I took care of XYZ. All right? Because this thing I'm telling you right now, I practiced it and it worked for me. And I'm still practicing it and I will always practice it. Why am I telling you this? Finally, when I made a decision, I already told you guys my story. I lost my dad October 2021 and I went into depression. I was down. I needed to pretend to be there for my family, to be the strong one that even when everybody is weak, people outsiders will not come to take advantage. All right. So after the burial, December, after the Thanksgiving and everything, when we went into mourning, I came back to Lagos a day before Christmas. And that was when I personally went into my dark room. That was when I broke down completely. All my businesses were gone. I was broke, as in nothing was happening. So I was in a dark room where I was asking myself all sorts of negative questions. That happened till January. Until, in fact, January 1st, 12 a.m., I was just surfing on YouTube. I came across something. And that video I came across was the opening point, was the breakthrough for me. But it wasn't easy because I've already exposed my mind to a lot of negative things. I was broken because I lost my dad. I lost a part of me. So a lot of negative thing has really occupied my mind and absorbed my mind. So it was really a struggle, but I was determined daily to fight for the life I wanted. It wasn't easy. Some days I'll cross, some days I'll give up. I'm not fighting again. But guess what? It was a consistent, deliberate action. Even when I fail, I stand up and say, let's do it again. So I kept trying, failing. I wasn't taking the new information I got seriously until in the month of April, my mom had a surgery. She had what is this thing? What's it called? What's that cancer women normally have? Cervical cancer. So it now dawned on me that if I'm not careful, as in that fear of what happened to my dad will happen to my mom, I was like, no. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I had to sit up. I had to get my mind right. I had to tell myself, this is the path I want to journey. And for me to create that life, I need to make sacrifices. I was in debt. In fact, I even collected money from loan sharks. Please, never ever, no matter how broke you are, go to collect money from loan sharks. As in, the nightmare is going to be horrible for you. Never ever, I would advise to collect money from loan sharks. Never ever do that. I did that, and as I was making money, it was as if I couldn't make the money all at once. But the extra I'm supposed to be paying every month was ridiculous. And the more I pay the extra, I discovered that I'm not even moving ahead. It's as if I'm just working like an elephant and I end up eating like an ant. Everything I'm doing, I'm sending it back to them. So I had to go borrow another money, which is a mistake, but is a calculated risk. I had to go borrow another money to pay off the loan sharks. And I now said, please give me time because I need my heart to be at rest. Because I understood that wealth comes from a place of rest. Therefore, I need inner peace. So I pleaded with them, give me time. I'm building a new life for myself. I'm going to pay you gradually. And guess what? As of this moment, I'm shooting this. That's February 9th, 2023. I'm not even done paying off my debt. I'm still paying, but at least it's no longer reading in millions. It's now less than a million, which I'm happy. I started gradually. So these people agreed and they were like, no problem, just take your time. And guess what? Every day I keep showing up. Every day I keep showing up. Some of you, when you're owing people, you have this mindset of, oh, let me don't do this so that they will not say, hey, I'm owing them and blah, 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 blah. You need to show up. Because the truth is, if you don't do something to pay them back, you will still not pay them back. So don't feel fear or scared of, if I do this, if I don't do this, if I do this, they'll start. See, at this point in time, people's opinion does not have to determine your reality. At this level in your life, if you're listening to me right now, people's opinion does not matter. When people say something, you can sieve out the benefit of what they said, but it shouldn't define your life. What you say and who you are should define you. All right? What you say and who you are should define you. Then wake up every day and honor the commitments you make to yourself daily. It won't be easy, but trust me, it's worth it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I started building a new life for myself, started learning skills, started practicing and working on these 4 M's. I had to discard everything I knew, presented myself as a child to this new world that I'm creating for myself in order for me to be able to learn from people that are above me, people that are ahead of me in a different dimension. And don't forget, I de-associated myself. I made a decision to cut off from the world, de-associated myself, and stayed indoor for months. Funny enough, I'm still the indoor kind of person. I stayed indoor for months, building my new life, building my new business, because everything is 100% automated online. Pressing my phone and my laptop, learning, implementing, making money continuously. Today, if someone told me that I'll have my own agency, I won't believe it. Today, I have my business, my personal, not someone's business, my personal business. I have different cash flow. I have different sources of income. I'm empowering people. I'm impacting life. I'm doing a lot of things I thought that life was over for me last year when I was in depression, when I lost my dad. So why am I saying this? You must be money conscious. You must mind money. Number 2, you need to make money. And making money, don't tell yourself, I need to focus. Yeah, it's good to focus. Remember, I said, know who you are, then know what you are capable of. You can focus to do one thing at a time. But while you are focused on doing one thing at a time, I need you to know that there is no time. You can't afford to waste time. And that is why you need to be committed and deliberate in the number of hours you allocate to do a particular thing. For example, a typical day for Eminence Augusta is this. I wake up 5 a.m. I subconsciously keep doing my meditation till 6 a.m. Then 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. I go through all my social media handles because they are my offices. Once I'm done, between the hours of 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., I'm either doing small chores. While I'm doing small chores like washing plates and all that, I am feeding my soul. I am feeding my mind. There are things I listen to in the morning, trainings, motivations, inspiration. While I'm doing my chores, I'm feeding my mind, I'm feeding my soul. And it will carry up till sometimes 8, sometimes 8:30. And within that period, I've had my breakfast, I've had my bath, I'm dressed up for class. So between the hours of 8:30 to 9 a.m., I'm seated on this table, on my laptop, on my phone, studying, learning something new. I study, I learn something new. Now, I do this till the hours of 12. Most of the times, once it's 12 p.m., 1 p.m., my mind can't accommodate new information. Some people are not like that, but me, I know that in the afternoon, when it comes to learning, I don't assimilate much in the afternoon. My good hours is morning and night. All right. So once it's afternoon, I stop. Once it's 12 or 1, I stop whatever I'm studying because I know it's not as in it's not entering again. Then from 1 to 2, between the hours of 1 to 2 is when I take my lunch. Then I take a nap to rest my brain. Remember, know yourself. Me, I know myself. When I take a nap to rest my brain, I wake up between 2 or 3, between 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., and I start my income generating activity. Income generating activity are execution, my execution, implementation of action on the things I've learned. And I have my to-do list of things I'm to be doing every day. I have a schedule, I have a calendar, and I have my alarm. I schedule plenty things on my calendar with alarms. I do this till 6. Then I will start by 6. I continue my income generating activity, or if there's anything I said I was going to do for the day, I make sure that everything I say I'll do for that day, I finish it before 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. So most times I go to bed by 12 a.m., between the hours of 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. if depending on when I'm done with whatever it is I'm doing. And guess what? The next day continues in that flow. Some days I won't feel like it. Some days I will. Every day, I'm not always motivated every day or pumped up every day, but because I am disciplined to honor my commitment, not to disgrace or fail myself. I can fail other people, but it's a shame for me to fail myself, and you should feel like that too. I have a goal. I have a goal, things I want, and I discipline myself, telling myself if I don't achieve this goal from so period to so period, I don't deserve to do this. I don't deserve to have this. I did that last year. I was so eager to travel home to visit my family. I have an amazing family, to go see my mom, my siblings, my nephew and my niece. I love them so much. But I told myself, Augusta, you have a project at hand. You don't deserve to travel. If you want to go see your family, which you are so hungry to see, then focus and get this thing done. That is how I discipline myself to feel pain, to get things done. There are times when I'll tell myself, okay, like last year, I needed some set of nightgown because I so much love the things I wear. I like looking attractive for myself. I like looking seductive for myself as a woman. I like looking appetizing for myself as a woman, not for anybody, but for myself, because there's something it does to my mind. It activates a part of my mind. It activates the way I think and behave. So, ladies and gentlemen, last year I told myself, okay, for you to have this, there's this new set of nightwear, very beautiful pink nightwears I saw online. And I told myself, if you want this, get this done. Then once you achieve it, then you can gift yourself. And guess what? I gifted myself those nightgowns last year, December, during Christmas. And I was very happy. So why am I saying this? You can discipline yourself without someone coming to check up on you. Personally, right now, as much as you are privileged to have me as an accountability partner, ladies and gentlemen, I did not have someone as an accountability partner. Sometimes I force my way just to be accountable to some people, but I know that it's not convenient, and those people have plenty things they are doing. I was like, come on, Augusta, we got this. Let's be accountable to ourselves. For a start, when you are trying to move out from that low mindset, you want to be accountable. But as you grow, you can be accountable for yourself. Why? Because you want to honor the commitments you made to yourself and achieve the goals you set out for yourself, for your loved ones, for the world, whatever be the reason or the case why you are doing what you are doing. So I disciplined myself. There were days where there was no money. I couldn't even afford. I told you guys a story. I couldn't afford money to go to the hospital. I shared with you guys a story on how miraculously, like, I had an encounter. Like, I know Jesus came and healed me, but by the time I opened my eye, he disappeared. I couldn't see him again, and the whole temperature, everything was gone. But know that is a process, is a growth phase. And sometimes it will feel like the year is not ending, like it's a very long, it's taking too much time. But guess what? Don't focus on how long, focus on your first 24 hours. What can I do today? Focus on making every blessed day great. And there are things I say early in the morning, the moment I wake up, and I keep practicing those things. First and foremost, in order for my mind to accept it, I had to record myself and play it. And I keep practicing those things. I keep saying those things to myself so that my mind can accept it and start acting, because I needed to start acting like who I am. So I live my future in my present. I don't live like my past. My past is the past. All right. I live my life as my future. All right. I bring my future to my present. Now, this thing I'm saying, you may not understand it, and that's why you may have to watch this video over and over again and pray to God to give you the wisdom to understand what I'm saying. Because trust me, you need to pray to God to give you wisdom. People that don't have wisdom, they say my people perish because of lack of knowledge, and you need a kind of divine wisdom for you to understand some certain things in your life. This morning, while I was studying my Bible, I came across the page where God was like, the gift of wisdom. I've always been praying for wisdom. As a Catholic, there's this thing we do every year, Pentecost. We celebrate Pentecost when the Holy Spirit descended on the apostles. And I went to a convent school, a secondary school, where they train ladies to become reverend sister. But unfortunately, I did not end up becoming a reverend sister, because God knows I cannot be a reverend sister. Okay, so when I was in secondary school, every year when we are celebrating Pentecost, they write out the 12 gifts and fruits of the Holy Spirit. And every time I pick knowledge or wisdom. So it's like I've been praying for wisdom, but I never knew what I was praying for until last year, when I had a divine depth, on a divine understanding in depth of what wisdom is. Ladies and gentlemen, wisdom gives you joy, wisdom gives you life, wisdom gives you happiness, but above all, wisdom gives you wealth and prosperity. And that is why I said, whatever you are learning, you must practice every day. Discipline yourself. If you know those things you like, tell yourself, I will not have this till I do this. There are times when I'll tell in fact, right now is a norm. I don't deserve to sleep in the night till I've achieved everything I want to do for the day. If my head is hot, I take a nap and I start again. Okay, so practice every day. So now, in a systematic format, let me give us a guideline of what I did that helped me create my money blueprint, and you too can also duplicate. Am I making sense? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Those of us on YouTube, can you hear me? Those of us on StreamYard, can you hear me? Are you gaining value? Mr. Felix.
Yes.
Chinos, can
Yes,
you hear me?
I'm hearing. Yes, I'm
I
hearing.
hear
Okay.
Beautiful. Are you gaining value?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Those of us on YouTube, I'm waiting for your message. Hope you are gaining value. So it's very important. So the first thing I did was following simple instruction. Learn how to follow simple instruction. Don't ask stop the attitude of I already know or I know something. When they say study this and write down what you are learning and implement, don't just go and sit down and watch it like a movie when you are not writing down. When I made a decision to start learning new things, I had to lock up who I was and everything I knew in order to learn something new. And ladies and gentlemen, I was so meticulous that as I'm watching the video, I'm writing down, because I know myself, I'm writing down word for word. I go through a material 5 times in order for it to stick in my brain, in order for it to stick in my memory. Now, that is me. I know myself. Some of you may just watch something and everything is printed in your head. Okay, so follow simple instruction. Your ability to follow simple instruction will get you to where you want to be. The reason why many of you are struggling is because you don't follow simple instruction, as simple as it is. And that is why they say obedience is better than sacrifice. When you don't follow simple instruction, then you sacrifice for what? For not following the instruction. And the sacrifice is what? Ignorance. Take a look at the story of the wedding at Canaan, the story of Jesus. When the wine finished, the apostles met Mary and was like, the wine has finished, and yet the wedding feast is still on. And Mary, the mother of Jesus, went to Jesus and said, okay, please, the wine has finished. And Jesus was like, but it's not yet my time. It's not my time to start performing miracles. Then Mary silently did not disturb and went and told the apostles, whatever he asked you to do, do it. And the apostles followed simple instruction. Then later, Jesus said to the apostles, go and gather water with all the jars they have there. Use all the jars and gather water and bring it. They did not question, they did as he said. So, ladies and gentlemen, following simple instruction. When you are watching a video training or a video course, or you are learning something, whatever they say you should do, do it. Don't say it doesn't work. Do it and experience it before you judge it. Okay? There's this part, there's this saying, I don't know who said this, but he said, water is everywhere and is easily accessible, but wine is only for the few, and that is why they are premium and is being paid for. So, meaning the reason why many of us are how will I put it, are struggling financially is because we are still focused on what? Water. Water in the sense means hardship, effort, hustle. Water is everywhere. So you are focused on doing what everybody is doing. But in order for you to be wine, wine is expensive. Wine is wealth. And that's why Jesus Christ performed his first miracle by turning water to wine. He converted the effort of many to wealth. He said, go gather water as much as you can. And they used all the jars in the house and gathered water. And he blessed and sanctified and asked them, take a cup and fetch and take it to the bridegroom or whoever it was that tested the wine. He gathered the efforts of people, and from there he drew wealth. He drew wine. Wine symbolizes wealth. Everybody does not have wine or can access wine. No, water is accessible to everybody, but wine is only accessible to the rich, to the wealthy. So when you're struggling, you are in water. But when you need to take a leap of faith into the world, into becoming who God created you to be, then you become wine, you become special, you become different. And that is why in the phase of you changing, people will start acting somehow. They'll start de-associating with you, they'll start judging you, they'll start restricting themselves. Why? Because they don't want you to change. I can remember when I made a decision to de-associate myself from everybody and focus, a lot of people were asking me, why are you not doing this? They were challenging me. They want me to come back and remain who I was. And I said, no, I don't want to remain this person. My next level is calling me. I ignored whatever they were saying. Some people discriminated me. Some people removed me from groups. In fact, I saw hell. Even those I thought that were the so-called friends, Though I don't have much friends, my business partners are my friends, but I took them as family. Even the so-called friends were not even there for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are a wine, you are a diamond. Diamonds are made from high tension of fire. And that is what you are passing through into your next level. So make a decision today to leave the water and take a leap of faith into being a wine, into being a diamond. So the secret here is what? Obedience. At this level of your life, while you are learning, don't hold tight to the things of the old, your old knowledge, your old life. Guess what? If your old knowledge and old life was working for you, it won't get you to the level where you are right now that you don't like. So the secret is what? Obedience to the letter. When people who are ahead of you and people that have achieved your desired result are speaking, telling you what to do, even if you don't understand what they are saying, blindly open your heart, open your mind, hold your heart, and just do it. When they give instruction, obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Just obey. And that was my number one secret. I emptied out everything I knew, who I was. I locked it up. I presented myself as a child. As I was learning, I was obeying. I don't miss, because I locked myself indoor. I don't miss any physical event or any online event. And as I learn, I implement. I learn, I implement. It doesn't matter if I'm slow in implementation. All I know is I live one day at a time. I don't allow anybody to rush me. Everybody's on their timeline. I'm on my timeline. My process is different. So everything they ask you to do, your mentors, your coaches, people that are above you, higher than you, whatever they ask you to do it. Even when you don't understand, just do it. Follow instruction. Following simple instruction is the number one thing you need to do in order to move yourself from where you are right now to where you want to be. The real reason some of you are struggling is because you are too smart and you lean on your own knowledge instead of you leaning on the knowledge, on the wisdom of God. You lean on your own wisdom. I have this notepad on my phone that every day I keep reminding myself, every 3 o'clock and 6 a.m. In fact, 3 times in a day, I remind myself of my goals. I do my meditation in the morning and in the night. Every 3 p.m., I remind myself of things I want to achieve. And I keep telling myself, I do not depend on my own wisdom, but I lean onto the wisdom of God. I keep repeating that. And the experience I've been feeling, the transformation I've been having is miraculous, because I can't explain what I've been experiencing every blessed day is an exceptional day in my life. So there are secrets to wealth. All you need to do is to be obedient and follow simple instruction of people that are already ahead of you, people that have achieved what you are looking forward to achieve. Even the secret court knows this principle, obedience, and they obey instructions, even in their secret court. And that is why whenever anybody that is in a secret court in those movies we watch, but in real life, whenever they default a rule, they pay a price either with their life or something. There's always a penalty. So obeying simple instruction. If the devil, the secret society, are very obedient to their instruction, how much more you, a child of God? So number one is what? My number one secret to my money blueprint is obeying simple instruction. Obey simple instruction. Learn, study, implement, execute, obey, and follow simple instruction. Do not lean on your wisdom, lean on God's wisdom. And follow the instruction people that are ahead of you are giving you. Don't play smart or act smart. I locked up everything I knew for almost 12 months. And right now that I've understood the basic, I know how to unlock myself, to unleash and combine the two while I keep learning. So my second secret is you can change your reality if you can change your vocabularies. Most times when people say they are depressed or they are down, whatever negative things they are accustomed to themselves, remember there is power in spoken words. Whatever you say, whenever you say I am, I am, whatever follows that word, that phrase I am becomes your reality. So be careful. Poor people talk anyhow, but rich people are careful of what they say because they know that there is power in their tongue. Their words can create and destroy. But poor people don't know. And that is why poor people will use their mouth to create their life with negativity. I am this, I am negative, I am that. They'll just keep saying all negative things. I am sick, I am fat, I am this. No. Rather, wash your vocabulary and make sure that whatever comes out from your mouth is positive. It won't be easy to practice, but when you consistently do what I'm doing, you see it comes naturally. Even before you utter that negative thing, your mind will correct you immediately. Or yeah, change the vocabulary. So the secret of your words, all the things you were made, you were made by, everything we are made by was made from God's words. In Genesis, he said, let there be light, and there was light. Whenever he speaks, creation happens. Whenever he speaks, destruction happens. And that was why even after destroying the world with water, he promised he will never destroy the world again. So there is power in words. And remember, you're a child of God. You have God's DNA in you. God made us the gods, the mini God of the earth. So there is power in your words. Through faith, we understand that the world is framed by the words of God. God could not make his creation happen without his vocabulary. So your vocabulary is strong. Your words are powerful. So you need to start practicing positive vocabularies, positive words, positive affirmations. Start saying positive things. Think positive, speak positive, because everything starts from your mind, your thoughts. Whatever you think, you feel. Whatever you feel, you act, and whatever you act on becomes your reality. It produces the result. So everything in this world and all the system come to reality through words. Even have you noticed, even the secret courts, their charm, both the diabolic charm, it's words. Even the Christians, when all those prayer warriors, when they perform miracle, it's words. They speak something, they say something, they create something and bring it to life. That's how powerful our words can be. Don't say I'm not a good marketer. I am a good marketer. I am confident. I can sell. I could remember 2017 when I started newly in the business world. I was seeing a lot of people with abilities, capability, and I discovered I had nothing. But I had to create in my affirmation book. I keep telling myself I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm talented. I keep saying that. I am a professional salesperson. I am this. I keep saying powerful words. And ladies and gentlemen, that became my reality. So with this understanding, you will notice that we successful people, we don't talk or speak anyhow, because we know that there are power in our words. There are things we don't want to say. Our vocabularies is powerful, and that's why you see successful people don't talk too much. Rather, they are very good at what? Silence. So your words create your realities, and that is why you need to appreciate the power of your words and be confident in them, because it has power and it can create your reality. So when you say something, you see it in your mind. Have imagination, they say, is a mental picture. But the senior brother of imagination is visualization, having a mental video of what you want to achieve. So what do you say about yourself? Because many of us, many of you, you are the killer of yourself. You are your own enemy. You are your own worst enemy because you say things that destroy you. And that is why you need to be careful of people that speak into your mind. Be mindful of people that you listen to. Whatever people say does not matter, but what you say about yourself matters a lot. So what do you say about yourself? What do you speak into your life? Are they positive words or are they negative words? What kind of words do you speak to yourself? You need to start mastering the act of speaking positive words to yourself and make it a habit. Your words are set in motion the moment you utter them, and that's how creation is made. That's how things are created and form into existence and reality. It may not happen immediately, but for sure it will happen. And that's why they said faith is a substance of things hoped for and evidence of things yet unseen. But when you speak it into existence. You guys will be so surprised and so shocked by the time I start sharing some of my self-affirmation words with you guys. This book is filled up. I got a new book. So that's the second secret. My first secret was obedience. I followed instruction. That was how I started creating my money blueprint. My second secret is what I became careful with my words. Though I knew that before, but when you are undergoing some challenges and you allow a lot of negative things to come into you, you need to push them out and bring back the positive things. So the third secret, my third secret is your thoughts, the power of your mind. What are you thinking? What do you think? What's going on in here? You need to take the pivot control of the bulldozer, which is called your mind. Your mind have a twin brother and both must align together. So what do you think? You say, whatever you say, your heart translates into reality. So your thoughts and your words are twins. Whatever you think and speak, it becomes your reality. And that's why you need to be careful when you think something negative, immediately cancel it out and utter the positive words. Sometimes I will be like this, I'll just be at a place, something negative will enter my head, I'll say, God forbid, cancel, delete. Immediately I paint another picture and I confess it. And that's why they say life is a battlefield. If you don't fight for what you want every day, what you don't want will automatically take over. It's so easy it's easy to be poor. So your thoughts and your words must come together to create your reality. So if you don't understand this right now, what I just said right now, then trust me, it won't work for you. Just pray to God to give you the divine understanding. Because this right here is the engine room. Because knowledge, knowing everything I'm saying is not enough. Understanding is what makes your reality work for you. The knowledge you give, the knowledge you have, you got it as a result of the information you acquired. Understanding the knowledge gives you results. Understanding means understanding and implementing the knowledge. It gives you results from the things you know, because it takes understanding. Until you understand something, then you can implement and execute, then results comes. So the twin brother or the twin sister to your thoughts is what? Your words. Let's note that down. The twin brother of your thoughts is what? Your words. Please, let's write that down. If you're on YouTube, type for me. The twin brother of my thoughts is what? My words. Let's write that down. The twin brother of your thoughts is what? Your words. So the knowledge you have, like I said, gives you information. Understanding the knowledge gives you results from the things you already know, and it's by implementation, by executing. And that's why it takes understanding to be able to produce results. So the experiences you have in life right now are memories. and your memories are energy. Remember, life is all about energy, and energy can either be created nor destroyed. So everything that exists in life is what? An energy. And that's why you need to be careful of the kind of energy that flows within you and around you. Everything you experience is an energy. So right now, you need the currency that will give you everything that you need. So if everything we experience is an energy, how can you get everything you need? Everything you need, the currency to getting everything you need is faith. Someone type faith for me. Somebody type the word faith. The currency that you need in getting everything you need is faith. I want to see if I can get a full description of faith. Because faith is the only known antidote to what? To failure. I know I wrote it down somewhere. But like I said, faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things yet unseen. So your mind has the power to create and destroy and can connect you to the spiritual realm. What we call the spiritual realm is what we call infinite intelligence. Spiritual realm is the infinite intelligence of the divine spirit, divine wisdom. So your mind is the power. Your mind has the power to create and destroy. And whatever you conceive in your mind, direct a signal, sends a feedback to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your spirit, which connects to the spiritual realm of what? Infinite intelligence. What I'm saying right now is powerful. If you can understand this, just every day pray to God. God, give me your spirit of infinite intelligence, because that's where true wisdom lies. And that's why it's wrong to ask God for anything. If you understand what I just said about your mind, your ability to create, having an imagination, thinking, speaking it, acting, understanding and acting. If you just understand, if you understand that your subconscious mind is connected to the spiritual realm, the infinite intelligence, you will know that it's a crime to ask God for something, because God already knows everything you want and everything you desire, everything you want to ask and need, even before you think or speak about it. Rather, be thankful. Why do you see every successful person, once they ask them, they have this common language of gratitude, gratefulness? Because we've understood. So instead of we thanking God, instead of we praying to God, we rather thank him for everything, because everything we want, need, desire, even before we think, has already been given unto us before we even speak it. Ephesians 2 verse 30. Everything has been given. So what do you need to do? Pray to God by thanking him for what he has already given. Then go out and speak to your situation, and that thing becomes a reality. Let me give you guys an example. Recently, something happened to me. I don't really know how I can explain this, because I can't be real with you guys, but I'm going to code it. Something happened to me. There's something I was expecting to come to me January. And the whole of January passed, it didn't come. I became a bit worried. But the moment I started, I felt that worry. Something spoke into me. Remember, the spirit I gave you is not the spirit of fear, but the spirit of confidence and wisdom. I now said, okay. Immediately that thing came to my mind. I was in my bathroom. I was taking my shower. And I love my bathroom. In my house, I don't joke in my bathroom. My bathroom is one of the neatest places, because that's where a lot of inspiration, I draw a lot of inspiration and wisdom from the realm of infinite intelligence. All right. So when I was in the bathroom, something struck me. I said, instead of me complaining and becoming scared of that thing I was waiting for to come to me, I should become thankful. Immediately, I started dancing. I started singing. I started rejoicing, and I became so thankful. And ladies and gentlemen, that thing I was expecting came today. It came today. Why am I saying this? You don't just listen to what I'm teaching, practice it. It won't be easy, but consistency makes it a habit. It takes, scientists said it takes 21 days for a habit to stick to you, for you to form a habit out of something. So you must keep doing it more than 21 days. And that's why I made this challenge a 90 days challenge. Why? Because I know the first 30 days will not be easy, but consistent practice of what you are learning, before 90 days end, it becomes a habit. Right now, I don't need an alarm to do something. I already, before my alarm ring, I'm already awake. It's now a habit. So repeat after me. I owe God a heart of gratitude. I owe God a heart of gratitude for all he has done for me, all I have experienced, and all that I'm yet to experience. I owe God a heart of what? Gratitude. Every day, be thankful. Just keep being thankful. Be grateful and keep, your prayer should be a prayer of thanksgiving. All right? So now the next thing is what? The power of imagination. How do you use your mental, how do you use the mental picture and your mental video to visualize? And that was why I gave us an assignment on what? Creating our vision board. How many of us created our vision board here? Don't lie, because I know those that have submitted their assignments. Those of us on YouTube, how many of you created your vision board? Yeah, Madam Joanne, did you create your vision board? I think I saw something like that. Madam Joanne, are you there?
Yes, I've sent it to your WhatsApp. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, beautiful. Chinon, so you said you are yet to create your vision board. Mr. Felix, I didn't see your vision board though.
I sent it, Emma. It was I sent it before this meeting. So maybe you might have started the meeting before it landed in your email, but it was not perfect. I deleted the way I could do it. I sent it there.
All right, beautiful, fantastic. So meaning you've started, so go and perfect. You can always perfect it. Mr. Anthony, yes, I saw your vision board. Sorry, Dr. Anthony, I saw your vision board. Fantastic. Awesome, beautiful. So the next thing now is, now that we understand the power of our words, the power of our thoughts, and the power of obedience, following simple instruction, the next thing is what? We need to now harness, we need to combine the three things I just taught us right now. And that is what? The power of imagination. Imagination means creating mental pictures and playing them as a video by attaching emotions through a vision board. All right, and that's why it's not easy to have pictures in your head, and that is why vision board help you to translate, to keep seeing a picture physically and start translating, like printing it in your mind, so that once it's printed in the mind, then you can now create a mental video by visualization, as if you're watching a movie, but this time around you attach emotion to what you are seeing in your mind and enjoy it as if it's already in reality, as if you're there. Feel it and express it while everything is happening in what? In your mind. Then confess it through your words. Remember, your confession should be in past tense. I taught us that on day one. Our confession should be what? In past tense or in present. It should never be in what? What am I saying? Yeah, your confession should be in past tense or in a present tense. Say it as if it has already happened. You need to understand your confession. In fact, your confession, let me don't confuse you guys. Your confession should be in past tense because it has already happened. You've played it in your head. It has happened. So once it has happened in your mind, you've already sent a signal to your subconscious mind that have passed the frequency and the energy to the spiritual realm, which is the subconscious mind, and the universe speaks it and sends to you what has already happened in your head. So when you are making your confession, writing your affirmation, your confessions, say it in a past tense. You need to understand your confession. You are free to say it as if it has already happened. And don't be scared. Dream big. If your dream does not scare you, then trust me, What you have is not a dream, it's just a wish. You have the power to dream, do and create anything you want. So don't be scared of anything. You have the power, it's in you. So create a mental picture, play it as a video with the amount of money you want to earn at the end of this year. Ask yourself, how much do I want to make this year? Is it 100 million, 200 million, 50 million? Then play a mental picture of what you want to earn this year. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. I pray you guys will hear the sound of what I'm about to play. Let me unmute. Who is there now? Chinonso, are you there? Mr. Felix, are you there?
I'm there, but there was a loss of the signal, so I couldn't get the what is going on.
Having trouble with my network. We just I'm coming in. Going on.
Okay. Sorry, can you hear the background sound that is playing right now?
Yes, I can hear your voice.
Not my voice. Can you hear the background sound playing right now?
But you're... No, I can't hear. I can't hear anybody. Well, I'm not hearing it.
Okay, let me. Okay, Mr. Felix, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to play something. Tell me if you can hear it.
Okay.
Did you hear it?
No.
You didn't hear anything? Ha!
At all. Not at all.
This is serious.
I did not hear anything.
It seems like YouTube don't want me to play sound tracks. Okay, let me do something with my phone. Let me see if I can play it with my phone. Can you hear something now?
Yes, I can hear that.
All right. Beautiful. So now I want us to do something. I need us to, wherever you are right now, I need you to close your eyes. Close your eye and create a picture of how much you want to earn this year, 2023. Those of us that will be watching this as a replay, whichever year you are, how much you want to earn this year. Now, see that figure in your mind. Then I need you to play a video of what life will be like, what your life will look like as someone that made that kind of money. In fact, you can just pick a figure that is unbelievable. What financial freedom means to you, how much is it that you make and you tell yourself, I'm now financially free. I need you to pick an amount. Is it $1 million? Is it 100 billion? Just pick an amount. Now, while you're doing your big an unbelievable, scary figure, you can also apply what I'm teaching us right now to the amount you want to make this year. Why am I saying this? You need to play a mental video in your mind of what the result of your life will look like having achieved that amount of money. The money you want to make this year, you use it to buy yourself a car. Play the video of you buying yourself that car, driving it home, your family members rejoicing, congratulating you, or you bought it to gift to your mom or your dad or your wife or your husband. Everybody congratulating you. You driving that car with your loved ones, going out on a picnic or something. Play the mental picture of your business expansion, what life look like when you achieve those goals you wrote in your goal book. So I need you now, play the mental picture of the reality of what life is after you've achieved that. Feel the emotions and give it emotion, feel the feelings and express your joy and satisfaction. Play that video as if everything is already a reality. Is it that land or that house? You are now the owner of the house. That trip you want to make with your loved one, whatever it is, that man you want to marry, that woman you want to marry, you're already married. See yourself having kids. Like, play the reality of everything you wrote in your goal book, on your vision board. Play the reality in your mind right now. Give it emotion and feel it. Laugh. Use your senses, your eye, your tongue, your ear. Listening to the waves, the sound, the environment. Test that thing. Feel it. It's real, it's happening, because until it happens in your mind, before it can happen real life. So play that video so that it's everything is already has already happened, and you are sending a feedback to your subconscious that will receive the frequency and the energy that you are sending right now to the spiritual realm of the infinite intelligence, and the universe receive it and make everything you just played in your mind a reality. So play that mental video right now. Remember, always attach emotion to the result of what you will achieve with the amount of money, because it's not about having money, but what do you want to achieve with that money? What are the needs, the problem you want to solve? Play it in your mind. Because with imagination, when you have imagination, when you're playing those videos, feel it with emotions. With emotions, you can attract anything you want to be or do. Position yourself to vibrate in the same frequency with what you want. Resonate. Resonance begins at what you are playing in your mind. So how do we feel? How do you feel? Hey, come back, come back, come back, come back. Chinon, so how do you feel? Mr. Felix, how do you feel? Those of us on YouTube, how do you feel? Dr. Anthony, how do you feel? Mrs. Lauren, how do you feel?
I feel great.
You feel great, right? You're excited, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about. I can see you guys on YouTube. You feel great. You're excited. Wow, awesome. Now I need you to know that what we just did right now, know that is a clear fact that God has given you all you want and all you need. And that is why you need to be thankful to him. Be thankful to God with faith and confidence that you already have everything you've asked for, everything you want, everything that you created in the situation of your mind. You already do what? You already have them. So be what? Be thankful. Be thankful. So what we just did now is self-meditation. So learn how to meditate at least twice or once in a day. You can go on YouTube and search for you can go on YouTube and search for meditation sound. Just plug it in your ear and meditate. Play your mental video. As in, create your imaginations, pictures, but play above. More than creating the picture, your imagination is the picture you've done on your vision board, but now your mental video is you visualizing, playing it as if it has already happened. Enjoy the result of everything that you want being already fulfilled. I wish Laura, I wish you are on StreamYard. Laura, I wish you're on StreamYard. I love what you said. You said it's therapeutic. Awesome. So practice this twice in a day, in the morning, early in the hours. Go on YouTube, search for meditation sound, something that resonates with your frequency. Then listen to it, then start playing the mental video. Play the video of everything you've written down in your go book. Play it as though it has happened. Enjoy the feeling. Smell how the environment feel how the environment is, the smell of the wind, the sound of the birds. Feel as if everything is real, because the truth is, it is real. God will not put in your imagination things that he has not already prepared for you. So whatever you see in your mind is God that puts it there. And don't be in a haste to go tell people what you saw, because he didn't put it in their mind. He put it in your mind, and it's you that have to make it a reality. And that's why they say you cannot have in life what you don't have here. So have it here first, make it a reality. See yourself paying off that debt. See yourself being debt-free. I've paid, because the truth is, as funny as it sounds that I'm still owing debt, I don't feel there's no negative vibe. I don't even feel like I'm owing, because I know I've paid off my debt. In my mind, I am debt-free. That's the programming. So I'm not scared. Besides, it's just figures. Money is trash, it's figures. If I die today, the money is gone. So even the president, federal government is in debt. UN is in debt. Every great man in this world is in debt. So debt is not a bad thing. You just have to learn how to manage it. Don't make your debt to be so big, like the mistake some of us make before. It's small. Overlook it. Focus on creating something for yourself. All right. So having said that, the last thing I want us to be doing today is positive self-affirmation. Positive self-affirmation. Now, I promised us that I'm going to give us self-affirmation we can use for 365 days, but I don't know how that magic will happen. I already have them in my book. I have them here, but I don't know how the magic will happen. But I think what I'll do every day is to be giving us piecemeal by piecemeal of the affirmation. I don't know the magic. I have plenty. I've been saying a lot of things that works for me. Every year I keep creating new self-affirmation. Okay, so what's the time? Okay, this is what will happen. I'm going to use 30 minutes and recite so that we can have this as a record. We can play and jot down and make our own self-affirmation and start speaking it to ourselves. I won't say all, I'll just say the ones I wrote for the ones I used 6 months ago, because every 6 months I have new sets of affirmation based on how my life is growing and going. But I'm going to give you the last 6 months affirmation I used within my process that helped me move from where I was to where I am right now. Okay, so I'm going to still play this this meditation song. Then I'm going to please hope you were hearing my voice, or should I reduce the sound? Okay, I'm going to play it, but I'm going to reduce the sound this time around so that you guys can now hear what I am saying. So it's always good to have it with a sound, and even without a sound, you keep reciting it. Now, self-affirmation are things you say to yourself every day. You can have it on your phone. I have the ones on my phone that wherever I am, once it's 3 p.m., I say them to myself. I have the ones in my book I say every day. If you can't do it every day, do it at least once a week. But please cultivate the habit of every day, because until you do it every day, then you can purge your mind out. You can purge your mind of the negativity and now have positivity. So discipline yourself. You are a success. You're a millionaire. You are a wealthy person. You're a rich person. So do it every day. All right. So what I'll be doing now, I'm going to play back this soundtrack, and I'll try as much as I can to cover in this section self-affirmation of things I say to myself. Every day I keep writing. Every day I keep writing. I'll just try to cover for what I said for 6 months within the next 30 minutes, then we'll call it a day. All right, so let's get started. Oh, Dr. Anthony said he's not here again. Should he come back? Okay, Dr. Felix, can you hear my background sound? Sorry, Mr. Felix, can you hear my background sound? Are you there, Felix? Unmute yourself.
Yes, sorry. I can hear it.
Okay.
I heard it.
Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to be sure before you two play with our sound again. All right, so these are the self-affirmation I say to myself. So you can write it down, but I could be fast. So you can now replay this section, okay, to have them written down. Okay, so I am a great and optimistic thinker. I am the world digital oracle. I am the digital king or empress or queen. I'm just telling you based on what I wrote, so you can convert your own to your reality or to something that works for you. Any place I say something as a woman, if you are a man, put in your own term as a man. If there is something I said to myself as based on my profession or my business, you now change your own, change what I said about me to yours. Okay, but I'm going to give you my self-affirmation straight up. Okay, I am the best influencer and professional content creator. I am a professional copywriter. I am a professional presenter. I am a professional closer. I am a professional salesperson. I am a professional website designer. I'm a professional sales funnel builder. I am a great power thinker. I am a professional listener. I earn $1 million 2024. I net worth $1 billion 2025. I am a badass copywriter. I have the power to determine my destiny. I am a badass high ticket closer. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit in me. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I define the odds. I set new standards. I am a leader. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am a lender and not a borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me or my loved ones shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. I am healthy. I am happy. I am strong. I am a champion. I am humble. I am a winner. I will win. I am wealthy. I will live the fullness of life and all that God has for me. I will never go broke another day ever again in my life. I will never go broke another day ever again in my life. Premium life, luxurious life, abundant life is meant for me. Possibility mentality is what I possess. I am so happy and grateful that I am now earning $300 per day. Now, this was 6 months ago. $2,000 per week, $8,000 per month, $200,000 per year. This was my financial goal that was last year. So I repeat it every day. I am a money magnet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am an excellent receiver. I am open and willing to receive massive amounts of money into my life. By the power invested in me, I hereby anoint you, eminent Augusta, worthy from now until forever, whatever your heart desires. So when I'm saying this, I put my hand on my head. I anoint myself. The world is full of strangers with my money in their pockets. My sales and financial thermostat is set to 1 to a million sales, 1 to a billion sales, and 1 to many sales. I am so happy and grateful now that things are manifesting in my life and I deserve them. Action takers are money makers. If it does not challenge you, it will not change you. My pain gives me power, and my failure is my feedback that creates my blueprint. I consistently feed my faith by being in a new environment. I am willing to do whatever it takes. My success is validated. I celebrate the things I want now as though I already have them. I love myself so much that my happiness, my peace of mind, my success, my wealth are non-negotiable. When I want something, money does not matter, because when my will and my why are strong enough, money is attracted in alignment with me. I am manifesting greatness on a daily basis and I deserve it. It is my turn. The vision for my life will create the discipline for my life. I deserve it all and the universe will serve me. I am the creator of my universe. I am ready for my next level. I feed my faith and I starve my fear. The greatest sacrifice gives the greatest reward. I am so happy and grateful now that I earned $200,000 by 15th of November 2022. That was last year. I believe, I believe, I believe I can. I am a Wi-Fi millionaire. I will do whatever it takes. I am ready for my next level. My next level is showing up for me. I align myself with people and events that will lift me up. I believe in my spirituality. I believe in my divinity. I believe in myself, and I collaborate accurately. I am a fruitful seed of money. I am a fruitful seed of happiness and joy. My income comes from inside of me, and that is why I have to speak positivity, power, and possibility to myself. I am not afraid of my manifestation. My words goes before me, in front of me. And that is why I always speak positivity, power, and possibility of my new reality that I want to see in front of me. I am a Wi-Fi millionaire in dollars. I am a Wi-Fi billionaire in dollars. I have dignity. I have pride. I have self-worth. I am big lioness, eminent Augusta. I am thankful and grateful to be on the mind of great successful men and women in the digital space in the world. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am wealthy. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am loved. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am happy. I deserve the abundant life. I deserve the premium life. I deserve the luxurious life. I deserve the abundant life. I deserve the premium life. I deserve the luxurious life. I deserve the abundant life. I deserve the premium life. I deserve the luxurious life. I give up myself and I say I deserve the abundant life. I am in alignment with my assignment, my mission, and my vision. Therefore, I deserve abundance. I am in a constant state of attracting all the good that I deserve. I deserve it all. I don't settle. I am in alignment with events and people that will lift me up. In every casting down, there's always a casting and a lifting up. I am a professional storyteller. My mind is my boss and my body is my worker. I know I'm going to win because I'm never going to give up. I align in oneness with God. I have faith in God. I believe in myself and I have confidence and I trust in my process. I am meant to enjoy life to the fullest. Abundance is my heritage. It's my right to have much more than enough. I am meant for a lot of abundance. All the money I need already exists. All the money I need is already in someone's pocket. I give myself the permission right now to get up and go get my money. God created first class premium life for me. I deserve a premium life only. My life has changed to a premium life and nothing can take me back. I am in alignment with my assignments, therefore I deserve abundance. My thoughts are positive and I always express myself truthfully, calmly, and clearly. My energy attracts my income and I put my income to work for me. In service and in serving people, well comes my earning. Everything that has happened to me and things I have achieved is nothing compared to events and things yet to happen and things I'm about to accomplish. Where I am right now is nothing to compare to where I want to be, is nothing to compare to my destination. The seed I plant in me will produce my greatest harvest. I am better and greater than money. I am valuable. I think and I grow rich. I think and I grow wealthy. May the rest of my life be the best of my life. It is not over until I win. It is not over until I succeed. I have the power within me to create the life that I truly desire. My desire to succeed is burning flames in my heart and in my mind. It's my responsibility to make the rest of my life to be the best days of my life. I only look back to measure how far I have come. My vision creates the discipline of my life. I am thankful and grateful for, sorry. um, I am in tune with the divine universe. I am in tune with the divine universal wisdom of life. And I always understand the true meaning of life situation in a positive manner. I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself continuous persistence, action towards its attainment. And here and now, I promise to render such action. I am the queen of consulting, and my agency is the number one agency in my world. I have an abundance mindset. I attract things that only I cannot finish. I live in abundance. I live an abundant life. I make $20,000 per week, $80,000 per month because of the impact and empowerment I make in myself, in people's life, in my community, my family, my country, and the world at large. I am a millionaire in dollars. I am a billionaire in dollars because of my mission and my vision to serve humanity and impact and empower. I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in an outward physical set. I engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of others. I will induce others to serve me because I am willing to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, cynicism by developing cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. That's a bad energy, and I don't need bad energy in my life. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign my name to this formula and commit to it, to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become a self-reliant and successful person. I, Eminent Augusta, I am not afraid. I have faith and I am planted as a seed in God's soil. I bear good fruits, great fruits, patiently in abundance. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, come back. Are we still here?
Yes.
How do you feel? How was the self-affirmation? How did you feel? Be powerful. Mr. David, was it powerful?
Yes. It's powerful.
It's so
You
powerful
are
that
too
my
much.
eyes, my eye, I'm now, me saying this, my eye is now, as in there's this power that is on me right now that I don't,
I said you are too much.
I, I'm already, it's like something in me that like I can feel this energy in me gravitating. I can feel this energy gravitating to me right now. So I just did like what I did for 6 months. Maybe in our next section, if our next section is shorter, I will do more. I still have like more sections. So these ones I did was the self-affirmation I had the last 6 months of last year. So meaning from middle of last year to ending. I've not even given you guys what I wrote for this year. So I'm going to do it piecemeal by piecemeal to make sure that you have enough self-affirmation that can take you through the entire year 2023. And as time goes on, you can start creating yours. You see, I got a book. This one is filled up. I got a new book. You see how beautiful it is. I respect this book. And that was why I asked her. So go get a book. Call it your self-affirmation book and write everything I said down. You could decide to record it or and be playing it while you are doing something, or also have them written down to read to yourself, whichever way that works for you. So at this point, we've come to the end of the first section of our 90 days challenge. By next week, we'll be going into business proper. What I did in the first 3 sections was to prepare our mind, because the truth is everything you ever will achieve in life starts from desire. The greatest achievement every great and successful man has ever attained in life started with desire. So what I did is to prepare our mind for us to desire more, to desire big, as in to set our magnetic field so strong that it can attract abundance. And I know it has. So for those of us watching this replay later, the next video we are going into business proper. I'll be teaching us about communication. I'll be teaching us about marketing. I'll be teaching us sales. I'll be teaching us how to scale. I'll be teaching us how to close deals and businesses. I'll be teaching us how to handle objection. And those of us that don't have any business that we are doing, I'll be giving you opportunities of starting a business, even without starting a business with low capital, without capital. A lot of opportunities I'll be bringing our way. All right. So that will be the end of today's section. But before I end, I want to get our feedback. How was today's section? What was your aha moment in everything that we did today, or from day one to today? Share with me, what has your experience been like? What has been the transformation and impact? What are the changes you've been seeing? Those of us on YouTube, please, I need you to come to StreamYard. Go to the Telegram group, click on the StreamYard link I sent today. Come to StreamYard so that I can hear your voices, please. Okay, so let's start with Chinonso. Chinonso, are you there?
I'm here. I don't know why I cannot mute.
Oh yeah, you had my
I'm
question.
here.
Okay, so tell me. I'm waiting for you to speak now. Abi, you didn't get what I said. Hello, Chinonso.
Oh my God.
Seems like your network is disturbing.
Yes, so
Oh yeah, tell me, how have the section been? What has been the transformation, the impact, the changes, the results you're already seeing based on what you've been practicing? Tell me.
oh, mute.
Seems like you're having serious network issue. Okay, Mr. David, you can go ahead.
Felix David.
Yes,
Okay.
Felix David.
Yes. What we have gone through so far since we started has been a life-changing encounter. Because especially the other time when we talk of forgiving ourselves, it was wonderful, and it has been something I want to apply so much in my life. Learning to forgive everything or forget about the past, forgive people that offended me, and for me to have the feeling that I am not really doing it for them, but for myself. So it has been a life-changing encounter.
Beautiful.
I'm impressed.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. All right. So those of us on YouTube, you people don't want to come to StreamYard to talk. Okay, I can see Laura. Laura said today was splendid. Those of us, the rest of us on YouTube, I wanted you guys to come to StreamYard so that I can hear your voice. Okay, Laura said she enjoyed the therapeutic section and the positive affirmation. Okay, so please, above all, remember what I said. Knowledge is just information. Understanding and acting on everything I've said so far makes you powerful. Consistent implementation with discipline. Right now, you are feeling so high, but when the feeling of motivation and so high dies off, what are you left with? It's only discipline that will keep you. And you had my affirmation. You had where I said, I will commit. So replay this. I'm going to send a replay of this section. Replay it and write down the affirmation. I say it to myself every day. And that's why some of you see it as if I'm a power woman, I'm a superwoman, I'm doing it. It's because I am so fired. By the time I'm done saying all these things to myself, every morning I do my meditation. Every night I do my meditation. I'm so powered up. Even when my body is like, I'm tired, as in my spirit will like, boom, jump up. Sometimes, even when I'm sleeping, I'm like, hey, 1 more minute, 30 more minutes. If the voice of God will come to my ear and say, poverty comes in the night to steal and to destroy. You know that verse in the Bible. So once that voice come, I'll just stand up from my bed because what? I don't want to be poor ever again in my life. So we need to pay attention to that. So those of you watching this replay as a course, please always drop your feedback and your comments on how each of the section has blessed your life, and more importantly, how it has transformed. I'm not a motivational speaker, no. I am a thought leader, and I like to call myself a transformational leader. I like transforming lives. It's something I've been doing before now for the past 7 years of my life, and I'll keep doing. So please, the gift you can give to me is to ensure that you implement everything I'm saying and let it become powerful in your life. All right. So see us in our next section next week, Thursday, where we go straight into business 100%, because now I believe I've equipped us with all the information we need, the mindset, the blueprints, the everything we need spiritually to succeed and achieve everything we want. Right now is for us to now do the physical work. So we are done with the spiritual. Now by next week we'll go into the physical realm where we are doing the physical work. Remember, consistency, implement and act on everything I taught us about the spiritual, the inward, the mindset, mentally. All right. So thank you very much, and see us in our next section next week. And for those of us that will be watching this replay, see you in the next video. Thank you.